Well, good morning. This is the Knox County Commissioner, September 25th, 2025. We have our Knox County Sheriff with us to share with us this morning. So we'll turn it over to you, Dan. We'll Bill.
So, we have everything moved out of the building out behind the sheriff's office, so we're prepared and ready for whenever Modern Builders is ready to start upgrading that building, which, we're looking forward to that, so we have some room again.
They even given you an estimated date on that?
I think
Jason?
they're kind of ready to roll, but I think they're just
Too many
finishing
things.
up other projects, but
Yeah.
Mike Dow was here yesterday and I think they're getting pretty much ready to get going.
So what'd you do with all the stuff?
It's in pods.
Okay.
Locked in pods outside. And obviously, there was a lot of stuff in that building that needed to be disposed of. So
Yeah.
so it's going. But when I talked to Mike, he did mention that as they finish up over here, they may be able to start venturing a couple guys out there here and there to start.
Yeah, because I think they've got their mason ready to go for all the block work, which is the bulk of the project. So
Yes.
I think I want to get him there when he's ready.
Well, they have to dig down and put a footer where they're putting the block
Yeah.
wall up.
Yeah.
And that'll be humidity controlled, temperature controlled, Ben?
Yes.
Okay.
This side, the 2/3 side where
Right.
it is, but the 1/3 won't be, but
Right.
that's just not brutal. That's just bulk storage.
Yeah,
None of
yeah,
that
it's
is.
I was looking forward to that project being done so that we can move stuff out of the actual sheriff's office so we can, the space that's being occupied with evidence right now is actually a crime lab. So,
Well, when I was out there, didn't you have two offices, like, should be offices full of stuff too?
the crime lab.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
full of evidence.
Yeah, stacked everywhere.
Now I want to reach out and thank everybody who's involved in the operation of finding Barbara Horn. That turned out to be a great outcome, located her. So thank everyone that assisted. And so we're in the process of hiring a full-time cook. We need another patrol deputy and two more jailers. So we're in the process of hiring, in the hiring process to fill those positions.
Have you had applicants for the cook already?
Yes, we had six applicants, and we have one that we're starting through the hiring process.
Okay, great.
So we purchased a transport vehicle. The transport vehicle is being upfitted to transport inmates back and forth from the hospital and prison. So hopefully that vehicle will be done within the next month or so. Our deputy that was assaulted in the jail, he's back to work. The inmate that assaulted him and two other deputies were indicted for felonious assault, strangulation, and two counts of assault. So hopefully he goes away for a long time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, what was he in there for in the first place?
I believe theft of automobiles.
Okay. Yeah, it's always unfortunate that, people go to work expecting to come home unharmed and, get attacked, and we never want that for any people.
Well, our intentions are to start charging the individuals in the jail, the inmate on inmate. Our intentions are to start charging them as well with assault, because the way our administration looks at it is that if our deputies have to go to them to break that fight up and whatever, and then our people are being injured because of that. So hopefully it'll be a deterrent if they know they're going to start having more charges on them.
Good.
So right now, as of this morning, we have 65 males in the jail, 18 females, and two that's housed outside of our jail. So
How's how's your new jail administrator doing? Dan?
great,
Yeah,
yeah.
seemed like a good one that day he was here.
Yep, he's very knowledgeable. I kind of describe him as a walking book of knowledge. So, he's doing very well back there. Putting in some long hours right now, though, trying to learn how everything's working.
And your office made a request for a support letter. You want to talk about the grant that you're going after?
So, over the last few years, um, we have more and more complaints of illegal activity and just things going on the rivers that should not be going on, should not be happening. So we're kind of looking for a boat craft that when we have low water that we can navigate like an airboat or whatever and patrol the rivers somewhat, especially on very active weekends. And also, if we have a search and rescue thing where if we have a watercraft that can navigate when the river's low and which our intentions are to, if we're able to acquire something like that, obviously to work with everybody, fire departments and everybody to utilize that piece of equipment.
So it didn't mention the time frame for the grant, but I assume there's a date they had to have it by. You were here by a certain day.
Yeah, which I'm not familiar with that.
Okay.
Couple other deputies are working on that. So Major Perkins and Captain Chief.
Do you have, going back to your report, the average stay of those prisoners?
I do. So females average stay at this point is 11 days, males 16 days.
Are we housing anybody from out of county?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Dan.
Well, Dan, thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, everyone.
Wish you good luck in the grant application.
We have several grants that we're working on
Okay.
for
Good.
different.
I want to take a ride in that boat through the cocktails, cattails and everything. Get that airboat rolling.
Yeah. Well, we probably won't be like on TV. It'll be pretty slow.
We come back with a gator.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay, thank you, Dan.
It's not a gambling river.
Okay, so we have about 13, 14 resolutions to do at this point.
All right, so we have approved the State of Ohio Office of Community Development request for pay. And this is for number 10 for Brinkhaven, and this is transferred to the Martinsburg Water System Project, and this for $7,400.
Motion to approve.
And second, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I'll just give all these to you at the end, Bill.
Okay,
And then we have another request for payment draw for Martinsburg Water in the amount of $5,800.
Motion to approve.
second, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is that the final one? Was that-
No.
So.
Number 6 is.
These are for administrative fees for both the infrastructure grant
Yeah.
and the allocation.
I still want it done. We have a utility permit for Licking Row Electric on Snively Road, Brown Township.
Motion to approve.
And second, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Utility permit, Ohio Cumberland Gas, Monroe Mills Road, Howard and Monroe Townships.
Motion to approve.
And second, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Approve a Zoom Communications Master Subscription Agreement for annual renewal in the amount of $6,418.60. And Andrew, this is what we had to do for obviously us doing our meetings live as well as other county uses, correct? We had to upgrade the.
Correct. So this is just an annual renewal of our Zoom contract, which covers obviously this stream right now that you see, but also I believe it's tied in with courts contracts and some other things like that. So it allows them to do some
This encompasses the whole county. pretty much.
Yes.
Yes.
Motion,
Motion approved.
second, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And we have a master service agreement with ISSG Inc. for the Knox County Auditor's Property Taxation Renewal Subscription, the amount of $180,000, and this comes out of her REA fund. For
Motion.
real estate.
Motion approved.
Second, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Approve a sub-recipient agreement between Knox County Department of Job and Family Services and the Hope Now Furniture Bank of Knox County in the amount of $20,000.
Motion to approve.
And second, those in favor say aye. Aye. And that's one we've done for several years.
We have them, yeah, I think they use TANF money for that, is that correct?
Yeah.
That they use for that. To help them. Approve Knox County Department of Job and Family Service Public Assistance Division to transfer funds not to exceed $2,314 total, and these I think are relating to some of those things that we did for Scott, is that correct? Penny, tell me if I'm wrong, where we did that last week or week before to give him authorization to sign those and
Yes,
initiate those transfers.
Motion to approve.
And second, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Good. Then we have, there's several of these we're gonna go through. We have another one of those, not to exceed $771.
Motion to approve.
And second, those in favor say aye. Aye.
And amount not to exceed $19,213.
Motion to approve.
Second, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And not to exceed $6,404.
Motion to approve.
Second, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And not to exceed $3,600.
Motion to approve.
Second, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And then the last one is not to exceed $30,750.
Motion to approve.
Second, those in favor say aye.
Then we have one addition to the agenda, which Commissioner Purcell just mentioned this a few minutes ago, but the sheriff's office had reached out and asked about a letter of support for that river, the riverboat, and this is ready for you to sign and to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And I think that is the resolution, so nothing other business. We have a set of minutes that Penny has ready for you, and then we do have today's bill list ready for you as well.
Then yesterday, we had Martin Booker was being recognized for his years of service here for the Arts Consortium here in Knox County. We appreciate the time that Martin came and helped us move to the next phase in our Arts Consortium. The commissioners were there, Jason was there, so we do want to send our kudos to Martin and best wishes as he heads down to a southern state to continue to do some. Mr. Lester, you have anything that you want to share?
No, I have nothing. Motion.
Jason, did you have?
I don't believe I have anything else, just kind of an update. The budget process will be starting here, it's getting close, October, so we're what, a week away? That'll start to go out to the departments and start working through salary budgets and general fund budgets, and then working with IT on what the capital budget looks like for IT technology. And then working with Todd on what the budget looks like for capital projects for the county next year. We've talked about the need for an elevator potentially at the courthouse, so we're still working through what that looks like, but we're having a lot of issues with that elevator over there right now. That's gonna be a tough one. I forget what year Todd said that elevator was in.
It's gotta be
It's
old.
been there a long time.
It's really small. That's the
It's small,
first.
so that one's gonna be, it's really how we're gonna get the existing motor and things out of there and get the new stuff in there. It's not like here where we can just crane it up on the roof. So we're working through all those with the kind of the engineer that does those for us, or did those for us here, so we're kind of looking to see what that's gonna all entail, and whether that's something we're gonna be able to bite off and do in 2026 or not, so.
Yeah.
But all those budget things are in the works, and Robin and I have all the files ready to get out to the departments. So it's just a matter of letting the next month flip and then we'll get going on everything.
And then the update on the back of our service center here.
Yeah, so the crane, or not the crane, the new lift was delivered today, the large lift. They need about one more week to get all the panels put on the building. And then we're gonna probably need about another week with the lift to get the lights put back on the building, the signs put back on the building. So probably a week for that, close to a week, and then we're probably gonna need about a week to bring them up and pour all the concrete and let it cure. Those are one of the last things.
Did we do a new sign for that new addition on top of the,
So the sign that's actually going on the building
right,
is just, we're putting the same sign back.
but
up.
nothing on the arch then?
Not anything on the arch, but right above the door, we've asked to put Chestnut Street entrance, just small letters above the door. I got an email yesterday from the city, so it's going through the permitting process with the city to ask them to put that. I mean, we used to have a huge sign on the building above the elevator, and it was a very large white sign. It was very ugly. White sign, black letters. We're not obviously putting that sign back up, so we've replaced a huge sign with just some small letters. So I don't think we're gonna have any issues with getting a permit for that, but we had to go through the process. So Legacy Signs doing that for us. And I think all should go good, and then, we'll get the original sign put back on the building, which is the larger white letters that say Knox County Service Center, and there's a light above it. But above the door would be a new sign that just says Chestnut Street entrance, and they're just small bronze letters, nothing ostentatious by any means. It's pretty subdued. And that's really it. And then then we gotta get back out there and but relay out how we want all the concrete and those islands that were there. And there's gonna be a couple ballards in there, so we've got some of that work to do before they come and frame up and pour.
While they're doing that, can we square off that parking for the cars over here instead of having to ramp over the flower bed or whatever that is? When you get out where we
You're
park,
talking about where the
that's
three
where
cars are
we're
parked.
parking through.
Where's that at?
Right back here where we park the 3 cars.
You know, where we took
Yeah.
the tree down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and where the tree mulch was, there's kind of a oval half moon shape there.
If you
So
just
it's
straight,
asking where the
Oh,
parking.
I
yeah.
thought
if you straight back
Okay.
to it, you,
We can look at that,
Yeah.
and I know Todd has some little touch-up concrete things, some different places he wants to get them too, so if we don't get it with this, we can get it with that project.
And then do we have an updated time frame for the crosswalks that we talked about on High Street and Chestnut?
It's really, the city has it out, so when we kind of pivoted from doing it all ourselves to working with the city, it probably isn't gonna happen this year. We thought that it was gonna get bid out and be done, but what kind of hit the snag was, so working with the city, they were gonna put out Chestnut Street to be paved, the project. So that kind of meant if we were gonna do those, it really made sense to line those up, that when we're doing that, then they would come through with their paving. So the county engineer has sent all the plans and everything of what we wanted done to the city to get that put in that bid when they're doing the road project. So it makes sense to do it. It's probably just gonna slow it down, because I think Brian maybe had mentioned that they weren't gonna try to hold a contractor to get it done this year for pricing. They didn't want to tell them, you've got to get it done by November. So he thought maybe there was a chance the side or our crosswalk piece maybe could get done this year, and then the paving would get done next year, but chances are it's all gonna be next year. Which is the right way to do it, because it will look much better and the curbing can get fixed like it needs done, and
Yeah,
the lines won't be scraped off and redone. Everything will be new.
so what's the rationale for High Street? Are they both gonna be?
Yeah, they're bidding it at the same time. It'll be all one project.
Okay,
Yeah, for pricing. So it should allow us to get better pricing on it. Yeah.
Well, you ready for an adjournment?
Motion adjourned.
Okay, so we stand adjourned. Everyone have a great weekend.